Hello everybody and welcome back to A Cup of Crafts. I'm still a hot mess here trying to make these K-pop journals. Now I did get one done, but I thought I would take you through the process of some of the stuff that we didn't go over in the last video. And I've got 5 of these going. So anyway, for the closure, let's just jump right in, shall we? For the closure, I have taken a piece of material and ripped it, and I'll show you. I just take, well, this piece, I don't know, and if you just make a little snip, it'll just tear like that. And let's just get a couple of these because we're gonna need them. Well, we'll just do a couple of these because we're gonna need them for the tassel. And I told y'all I would show you me making the tassel. It's probably going to take the whole video because I'm just a hot mess over here. I do have an idea though to get a little better organized so I'm not such a hot mess. But anyway, so I tore me a piece of fabric and then I cut out, I don't know if you can see that piece or not, but it's just straight on this side and then it's up and then kind of curved right here. And I tucked the material underneath of it and I glued it down with Fabri-Tac, and then I put this piece over it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this button and my yarn. Oh, the dog just will not stop barking today. She just, I don't know. Poppy is outside barking, so every time Poppy barks, she thinks she should bark. So, okay, I've got my needle threaded, and I'm just going to decide where I want this. And I've already put yarn through one side and tied it on the back because I don't want to keep doing that on the back. I don't want that much yarn on this side. So I'm going to kind of move it in a little bit. I think I want it crisscross. And I'm going to mark where I want my holes. That's not the marker I used. Well, I think I can just do it this way. So I'm going to poke holes right there anyway. And then I'm just going to poke a hole, 2 holes. Take my button. And go in. I want to make 2 passes. Back up. And then back down. And then I just want to make sure it's snug. Well, I thought I made 2 passes. Did I not? All right, let's do it again. I sure thought I did. I think I'm losing my marbles today. I have somebody coming to look at the camper. And you know, you guys won't believe what I forgot to do. Well, yes, you will. I didn't leave. Well, actually, I didn't close the refrigerator. I think David did when he shut the camper up. And so there's a little bit of mold in the refrigerator. So I've got to go out there and clean the refrigerator. All right, then I'm just going to tie a knot twice. I'm going to tie a little bow. And then I'm going to do a double knot on that bow. And then I'll cut these off. And let me show you how it works. It's going to go around the journal once, come back around, and then loop over that button like that. And then I want to put some beads on the end of this. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Actually, yes, I am. I think I have some large beads. I have these, and I have some wooden beads. Let me just get this whole thing up here instead of reaching over for it. But then there I go putting something else on my desk. So I have some of these. I have that purple one. And I have one that looks kind of like a disco ball, but I don't like that green. There's a gold one. There's a white one. Let's do maybe those two and a smaller one. Let's see. Can I get that through there? Maybe. Let's set those down for a moment. And I don't know if I can do this or not. We're going to try. So I'm going to take my needle here that's got the thread on it, and I'm going to put it through this material. I'm going to tie a small knot. I don't know that this material will pass through it or not. We're going to find out. I don't think it will because I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I want the big one first, and then this one, and then this one. And let's just see if we can get those to go through that, or the material to go through that. We got it through that one. I don't think we're going to get it through that last one though. I don't know that we're going to get it through this one either. No, we didn't get it through that one. But in all fairness, it was a little bit rolled over. Let's try it again. Let me get to the tip of this, as much as I can anyway. Tie it again. Just going to tie it once this time. Try to get it through there one more time. Let me see if I can shove it in here with this thing. I don't think we're going to get it. Oh, we did. Okay. We got those two on there. I'm going to cut these rag strings off. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know, we can try it, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to go through this one. Oh, look. Oh, I'm so tickled. It went through. Okay. Cut that off. And then I'm just going to pull it up to where I want it. And we want it about right there. And then I'm just going to tie a knot after I cut these strings off. There we go. Get it up close to that bead as I can. There we go. And then cut this off kind of at an angle. I'll open it up a little bit. There. I love it. We still have to decorate the outside, but that's okay. Okay, so let me put these away. That's one more task we've got done on this journal. All right, and then let's see what I want to do. You can even go around it twice if you want. I think that's so cute. All right, for the tassel, this is what I've been doing. I take some material. I only want one of those. I'm not even sure I want this one this big. I'm going to knock it down just a little if I can. It's kind of, I can't get a hold of it. Let me cut it just a little more and see if I can get it. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. And then I'm going to fold it in half. And then I think I want a piece that's kind of white. And the only thing I had was this stuff here. So I'm going to fold that in half. And then I had some yarn. Let me grab it. I have this velvet yarn. Put a piece of that in there. And then what else did I have? Where's my other one, the one I finished? I can't remember what all I put in it. Oh yeah, okay, I've got some ribbon. And it's down here. I have this piece that I love that I'm using sparingly. I'm gonna cut off a little piece of that, not quite as long. And I have this rainbow ribbon. We're gonna cut a piece of that off. And you just make it as thick as you want. I have some of this polka dot ribbon that I think is cute. Y'all, I sure hope that lady buys this camper, because it would save me from having to haul it to Jackson to sell it. Okay. Whoop, I dropped it. Of course I dropped it. All right, let me see. I have some yellow, but that's too big. I think maybe, I don't know, I think I'll stop right there. Let me look at my other one. Oh, what did Ophelia do with it? This is her tutu that I cut apart. Let's do, doesn't really have blue. I could do the white. I had to fix it for, okay, I like that in there. Okay, now I've got that. Let me scoot my chair back up to the table. And then I've got these jump rings, and I took the biggest one I have, and I take one of these little lobster clasps. I have that. And then I take my beads, and I take, oh my gosh, this stuff is such a mess. I'm gonna set that aside just a little bit. Oh, I wanted to put some of those in the journal. I forgot about them. This stuff, I don't know what it is. I really don't. I'm sorry. If y'all want to know, I have no idea. It came out of the jewelry making supplies. That's all I know. A long time ago. And I put a little bit of this glue on there because it unravels like crazy, whatever the stuff is. And while that's drying right there, I'm going to pick out some more beads. Let's see. I have another one. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Okay, I need those. And then let's push this up a little bit so I can get in here. All right. And then I'm just going to start stringing these. Maybe. All right, let's see. I don't know what I want to do. I think I took some of these yellow ones first. I still have glue all over my fingers. Okay, that's not dry yet. So let me get a container or something that I can put these beads in, and we'll just start laying them out. Then again, maybe we won't. I don't know. Let's try this. I know I want several of those. Can y'all see that? Okay. And I want several of those. And here's some that are kind of, I don't know, mermaid color. You know, they got all the different colors. And I want a couple of those. And I think, no, I can't, well, I could. No, because I can't get the bead through there. And then I have these little guys. So I'm going to put one of those in there. And then we'll probably have to revisit this. But we'll start with those. All right, is this dry enough that I can string some of these? Maybe. All right, let's try a couple of these. I ate not half an hour ago and my stomach is just growling up a storm. These little yellow ones don't want to go on. All right, there's a couple of those. Let me get some of these. Well, my goodness. I may have to find a, okay, I can't deal with that. Let's see if here it is. It's a beading, what do you call it? A beading needle, whatever. We'll stick that through there. And then maybe we can get these done a little better, so. Oh yes, so much easier. This one is all glued together. I'm just gonna throw it on there. And then I want one of these on there. Let's see, I want it right side up, so it's gonna dangle like that. I'm gonna put him like that. And then I'll put this one on there and some more yellow ones. And we're just gonna make kind of a long dangly bead. I hope to goodness y'all can't hear my stomach. It's embarrassing. Okay. A couple more yellow ones. No rhyme or reason to how I'm putting these on here. I'm just throwing them on. Let's see. Let's put something different. I have some of these over here. Here's an orange one. Just for fun and contrast. What else do I have over here? I have some of those. Let's put some gold in here. Just for the kicks and giggles. Here's a green one. And then we'll put a mermaid on there. All right, how long is that? Not long enough. All right. Let's see, I want something different. Let's put one of these on there. And then one of these white ones. Oh, missed it all together. And then we'll go back to our yellow ones. All right, how long is that? Not quite long enough. Oh, we're gonna put another smiley face on there. Almost forgot him. I really enjoyed making these journals, but they are taking me a lot longer than I expected them to. And it's my own fault because I can't stop. I just can't seem to stop. I just keep adding and adding. And I was going to keep it simple because I was going to sell them really cheap. I got tangled up under my, let's put another mermaid bead on here. Maybe that's long enough. Okay, we're gonna call it good. I'm gonna set that aside, and then I have, I am not a jewelry maker now, so don't judge me by what I'm fixing to do, because I just don't know. Well, I open it and then it shuts on itself. These are crimping beads. And then I think I want to take one of these little gold beads. I'm going to put that on there. And then the crimping bead, let's see, is that right? No. I don't know. I really don't. Okay, I'm going to put the crimping bead next. And I don't know if I'm doing it right or not. And then I'm going to put the lobster claw on here. And I need to end this. I should have done that earlier, and I didn't. So now I don't know what to do. Let's put, well, now I'm going to have to glue this end and let it dry a minute. Okay. And while that's drying, I'm going to run this back through the crimping bead. I'm going to move my lobster clasp up. I'm going to go through the crimping bead and through that little gold bead and through 2 or 3 of these beads and pull that down. To right there. And then I'm going to hold that kind of snug. And I have a crimping thing. Hold on. Oh no, y'all. I let the baby over here. I hope she didn't get it and run off with it. Oh no. I don't see it. Well, it's my fault. I was trying to work. No, wait a minute. I think I see. I was trying to work while she was playing. All right, I think we put it through the first one first. And then I think we turn it just a little and put it through the second one. But I think it wants to roll on me. Did I get it? I don't think so. And I may have that backwards. I may have to do it. There, I get it. I got it. I can barely see it, but I got it. Okay. Now that's going to go up there like that. Okay. Now I was going to do what here? Take one of these little gold beads. That's what I was going to do. And see if we can get this on there. It's kind of like, this material is kind of like wire. If you know what it is, let me know. And then I'm going to go back through that gold one if I can. I probably can with my needle. But yeah, it's kind of wiry, but it's like a soft wire, flexible wire. I don't know what it is. If you make jewelry, I'm sure you'll probably know. All right, I'm going to run that back through just the gold bead because I want to tie it. Oh, wrong way. Ah, it's coming off now. What did I do? I don't know what I did. How in the world did that happen? Well, take it all off, I guess. All right, let me try this again. If I can get this separated. All right, I do know I need to pull all of this up tight and then take my little gold bead. I don't know what I was gonna do. Okay. I think I'm gonna run it up through that yellow one. This is so fidgety. It doesn't help that my fingers are covered in glue. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna run it back through this loop, just kind of tying a knot more or less. If I can. All right, let's take this now and go through here again and see if we can tie another knot. All right, I'm gonna do it one more time. Maybe. All right, I'm gonna cut that off, but I wanna put some glue on the end of it just to be on the safe side. And then I want to take this and another jump ring. Let's see, fairly big one. Now open this up. And then I'm just gonna put it in here somewhere on a smaller bead. I say I'm going to, I don't know if I will or not. Let me open it up a little more. There we go. And then close it. So we have this little dangle right there. I need to cut this off. All right. Now, let's go back. I'm gonna put this away too before I lose it. Let's go back to our tassels. And I know that I need that one cut off for sure. Oh my goodness, these scissors are getting bad too. Yep, we're losing everything here. Kind of center it up in the middle. Lay it out. And then I'm gonna take some more of my thread here. I'm gonna tie it in the middle. I don't think I need that piece of plastic, wherever that came from. A double knot. I think I'll kind of go around it a little bit. I went around it with that one. Let's go around it with this one a couple of times and then tie another knot. And then I am just going to cut that off. Then I'm going to take my jump ring, large jump ring, open it up. I'm going to put this whole thing through there. Almost close it up. I'm going to hold it just like that. And this lobster clasp can be hooked on later, but I just thought it'd be easier to do it right now. And and close that jump ring. Okay, and then I lay it down. Now, I made, if I can remember where I put them, I think they're in the bag over here. Let me jump up and get them. I need a rolling chair, something fierce. And I'm gonna get one before long. Let me move some stuff out of the way. All right, so I need another large jump ring. In fact, I think I'll take that one and that one. I think I'll do 2. And then I want, because I haven't done my signatures in yet, and it's gonna have elastic on the outside here, which I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna cover or not. So the elastic may be right here on the edge. So I'm gonna move my tassel in towards the front a little bit, because I want it on the front a little bit anyway. So I'm gonna open this up, and I'm gonna put it kind of in the front of the journal. Just poke a hole. Take my little jump ring, or my large jump ring, find the opening. I'm gonna throw this one on, and then I don't think I need those right this second. I'm gonna stick that through there. Close it up. And these tassels, you guys, you can just make absolutely, use anything that you think's pretty to get. Lace would have been really pretty. I just don't have any lace right now. All right, the second jump ring I put on here is gonna make it swing a little better, is the reason why I put it on. I think that's the opening right there. And then I'm just gonna throw this one on there like that and close it up. And then we have, no way! Oh, I'm so aggravated. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at this. And I know what did it. I know what happened. That crimp, to that little crimper, that's what happened. That's what happened. It broke the stuff. All right, because I've had it happen to me before. That's why I don't like using those crimpers. All right, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's just do this. If it wants to be ugly, I don't want to use that stuff no more anyway. Let me grab my needle. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's still up here. Okay, so we will just go in the lobster clasp, come back out, go back in this gold bead, pull that tight. I'm gonna go down the pink one too, I think. And then I'll just tie a knot down here underneath of this pink one. I need some more space here. Here we go. One more time. There we go. Now it's not going to come undone. There. Now, I think I'm going to throw that other stuff away. I don't like it. No way. Open this back up. Put it right in here somewhere. Where do I want it? Let's put it right here. Except I think I want to turn it around. There we go. Now it won't come off. Okay, so we have this. I think it's cute. And then we have our closure. Now I want to take this because I made a bunch of them, and I'm going to put it right up here on the top. And turn it around here where I can see it and you can see it too. I think I can do it with my fingers. Just stick it right through there, and I'm just going to tie it. I'm just going to tie it, and then I'll leave the strings as part of the tassel if I like it. Yeah, that'll be okay. So now we have this, right? And I'm going to trim it up a little because I don't like those. I think I'll trim this one up a little. There we go. I like that better. All right, now let me show you the first one. So that's the tassel, and then this is the closure, right? All right, the one that I finished, let me show it to you real quick. Let me put that needle up because I was about to scrape it right off into the floor, or off the table anyway. All right, I'm gonna redo this one because this one's done with a string and I don't like it. I want to put the material on there. But what I did with this one was there's a button inside. Okay, so here's this one, and it's got beads on it too, and a little boba tee up there. And this is the front. It's got a little popsicle right there. And you open it up, and we have a heart with some stickers. This is a tuck spot. You could put something under there. I don't have anything small right on my table, but even like a piece of paper, you know, you could just tuck it up under there. I'll just leave that there. I have a little quote here, a doily. Had this little turn down spot here. Have these that open. Some coffee paper and washi tape. I have this pocket, and it has a surprise eraser blind bag. It has a tag, and it has a couple of extra little pieces for decorating. I thought, you know, throw some in there. And we have this little thing here. We have a gummy bear thing, and I wanted to put in, whoops, I lost all my papers out of it. Hold on. I forgot there's a couple of things I have not put in this journal yet. So I made these file folders. I think they're so cute. And then I just put some pieces of paper in there. There's a piece of dictionary paper that they can decorate with. There's a piece of designer paper. And I don't know, just a couple of little tags or whatever they are. So I'm going to stick that right there, and I'm going to stick it right under that paper clip. And then I have a belly band here, and there's that bookmark. I'm going to open this up, and I have this. This is a pocket. I have a doily in there. I have an adorable little tag, and I have a sticker in this one. And we're just going to stick those right back in there. And I want to put this one in here somewhere. That's too much pink. Right here, because this is a blank page. So we'll just stick it right here. It's a double pocket. I don't know if you saw that or not. Let me show you again. So you have the back pocket here, and then you have a front pocket here. And I think they're so cute. So I'm going to stick this in. If I stuck it down right, I could even put something back here. but it was kind of thick, so I think I better go ahead and put the whole thing down. I can show y'all how I make these. And we're just going to stick that right there. And that was the final two things that I needed to put in this journal. And then I have a tattoo coloring page. There's another little flip out, some coffee paper. Here's that pink bag. There's a tuck spot there, a tag there. Here is that envelope that you can open up, and it's got a message, but it's an actual paper clip. And I just put this sticker under there. Here's some graph paper. Here's the other side of that pocket. I have a lollipop in there. It's so cute. And a tag, and this tag opens up like that. Then we have a pocket here and a sticker there. We have an envelope here. It's got some stickers in it. A couple of stickers. Have another one here that opens up and a sticker. That little thing. A couple of stickers there. That other side of that coloring page. Blank page. This is Mad Libs. I tore a page out. But now this, I almost hate to open this up. And I added these little hole protectors that I made myself. Inside here, there's a sticker, there's a tag, a doily, and then I made these little booklets that have paper in them. I thought they were cute. So all of that's going inside the manila envelope. There's that button. That was the closure idea I had, but I don't like it. So while I've got this open, and if y'all don't mind, I think I'm going to take that out because I don't like it. And I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do it like I did these others. Okay. So I'm going to take this, take those off. And then we're going to get us a piece of string. Let's see, what did I use? I used pink, didn't I? I think I've got another piece of pink. But I think since I'm having trouble getting the material through these, I think I'll make myself a skinnier piece. And that's no problem to do. Let me just cut a thin little piece here and tear it. And you'll probably have to cut some of these strings off. Now that's a little thinner piece. I like that better. Let me get my needle. Oh boy, I think a little princess is awake. Will this one go through? Goes through that one, but it doesn't go through that one. Let's get that. Oh my, I can't even see it right now. It'll have to fall back to the bottom. Here it is. I've got to get some more of these beading needles. These are pretty nice. All right, let's take this. I don't know if this will work or not. Put it in here. Probably won't, will it? All right, wait a minute. Got to have a smaller needle in here somewhere. Let me see, will this one go through that yellow one? Nope. May not be able to use that yellow one. Might have to change the yellow one. This is another bag that needs to be cleaned out. Let me see about this one right here. Might do it with that one. Will it go through that yellow one? Yes, okay. Let's take this and put some string in it first, of course. We got a chicken busy laying an egg outside. I can hear her. All right, then we're gonna take this at the very end. But not that close to the end. Tie a little knot. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off a little. All right, now I wanted the big one on top. I think so. Let me get another small one. Let me get, if this one will go through the material, I don't know. No, I'm not gonna wrestle with it. Let's just get a bigger bead. Oh my, I don't have the patience for that either today. Not when I know the baby's gonna wake up and I need to get out to the camper and clean that refrigerator before she wakes up. It won't take me about a minute to clean it. It's not that bad or anything. It's just where it got shut up. You know how it is. All right, let's see here. Something a little bigger. I got a wooden bead. Let's just put a wooden bead on here. And then we'll put this one on there. Then we'll put this one on there. Oh, actually, I wanted to go the other way. I'll put this one. Then this one. Then the spacer. Then this. That's fine. And it should pull right through all of these. There we go. Bring it to the end. Tie a good knot. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Now, you know what? I don't know that this, we may have done this for nothing. Is that long enough to go all the way around? Yeah, I think it is. We're gonna try it anyway. All right, and then, let's see, I don't want that. I want something that kind of matches this. Let me see what I got. So I think I'll just cut me a square. Like that. And straighten it up. And then round it off. Like that. And then it's going to go right here. Doesn't need to be that long. It's going to go right there. So I'll open this material up. Get me some Fabri-Tac. The material down. Oop, gotta open the lid. And place this right over it. Hold it down for a minute because it's plasticky, it's slick, and it doesn't want to stick. Plus there's glitter over here. It really don't want to stick. I may have to use some different glue because this just takes a little longer is all. There we go. All right, now then. So I want it to go around once and then wrap around the button about twice. Looky there. Looky there. This one's a little bit longer, but that's okay. I can shorten it. It's no big deal. Just push that up there. And I like to wrap this about twice. and then pull my knot up to where I think I want it. Right there, and then cut this end off, and then that shortened it a little bit. There we go. I think they're cute. Aren't they cute? And there's those, I think I am gonna, I don't know if I want to put something over those or not. I think it's cute. And on the front of this one, it has 2 little pockets. I don't know if y'all remember that or not. And this has popped up a little bit. And the reason it popped up is because it's over here on some glitter. So I will just have to keep an eye on that and make sure that it stays down. But that's it, you guys. That's going to finish up this series for these little K-pop journals. I hope you enjoyed it. I am going to list them in my Etsy shop, which I'll put a link to if you have a young teen or preteen, or if you're like me, you've got a daughter-in-law that likes K-pop. There we go. Maybe they would like to have a junk journal. Anyway, there you have it. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you want to help my channel out, hit the like button, subscribe, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about these. And I will see you in the next video.